Hello everybody, there are two topics for problem set 1b. The meaning of plus equals, minus equals, times equals, divided by equals, mod equals, and also a note about casting to int. So I think you already know that val plus equals 3 is the same as val equals val plus 3. It's just shorthand. The same applies to all the other operators. So val minus equals this expression means val equals val minus that expression. But notice that if I left off the parentheses, that would have a different value. So it really is the variable is being modified by this operator when applied to the entire right-hand side. So val is being modified by subtracting the entire right-hand side. Val is being modified by multiplying the entire right-hand side. Couple other notes here, because val is an int, performing divided equals 2 is the same as saying val equals val divided by 2, but it's going to be integer division. That wouldn't be the case if val was declared as a double, because in that case, one of the things being divided is a double, and so integer division wouldn't apply. So you got to be careful about that. And then mod equals you haven't seen before probably, but it has just the same meaning as all the others. Val is getting replaced by its old value, mod 3. Okay, casting to int. So casting does not round, casting truncates, which means it chops off the decimal. So if I have 3.7 and I cast it to int, the result is just going to be 3. Think for a second about what effect this would have. I take val, I add 0.5, and then I cast it to int. Imagine what that's going to result in for 1.2 rather than 1.6. So if I have 1.2 and I add 0.5, that hasn't taken me to the next integer yet. I have 1.7. So casting to int is still just going to give me 1. If I have 1.6 and I add 0.5, that's large enough, my original value is large enough that adding 0.5 takes me to the next integer. So it's going to end up being 2.1. And so then when I cast to int, I'll get 2. Something to notice, so let's step back for a second. When I had 1.2, I ended up getting 1. When I had 1.6, I ended up getting 2. This feels like it's rounding, because anything larger than 1.5, or even when it equals 1.5, when I add 0.5, that's going to take me up to the next integer, and then I truncate to get that next integer. Any decimal here that was less than 0.5, it doesn't matter if I add 0.5, I'm still not at the next integer, so when I truncate, I'll get the original integer. So this is sort of a shorthand way that you can round without using the math library. That's it. Hope it was helpful.